All right, this is Dr. Hood, and we back with another exclusive DRH19D. If you didn't know, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the bell for notifications so you could be up to date on everything. Okay, this was a good conversation. I got to about the 7-minute mark. I was like, you know what? Let me go over this one and give my Dr. Hood perspective about it. Let's roll it.
Let's talk.
There have to be other men that are also upstanding men.
Well, she don't want to share her expertise.
Actually, I do know one.
I guess we can go ahead.
Kayla Bishop's.
No, you not. No. We don't want to know your homegirl's boyfriend. If you're not speaking on your own, we don't want to hear
Super Bowl
that.
champ.
We don't want to hear that. We don't care about that.
There's
That's cool.
the judge,
That's nice.
Anton.
Okay, this is the Lapeef Let's Talk. Oh, the Lapeef Network. You know, I want to get that straight. You know, this is, you know, Dr. Hood. We ain't politically correct. We probably just getting up, or who knows. But one thing we know, once we start, we're gonna finish. So let's go.
Vince, what?
This is not. This is
No,
not.
no,
This is
no.
not work. Yo,
No,
she
no,
don't.
he's
She don't.
wanna
No.
be about
No.
business.
She don't want to
Instead
talk
of
about.
just making his point.
She don't want to talk about her own
Again,
personal
he
experience,
needs
but
to
she want
use me
to. She want to
to make
share
his
her
point. He can't just make his
homegirls.
point.
Well, my girlfriend.
Well, because that's public
dated
information.
a
She's
Super Bowl
she's a public
champion.
figure.
What the fuck do him being a Super Bowl champion got to do with the conversation that we talking about right now?
'Cause he's
If this
in
is
the
not
league
clout
and he's a
chasing
good
at the
guy.
highest level, and he's a Super Bowl champion, what
And
the
he's a
fuck
good
does that got
guy.
to do with anything?
And he is a good guy, which means there are other good guys in the league. I don't think I ever heard
she want to make her point. You know, she want to make her point, man. You know, he's in the league. You know, and he's a good guy. So therefore, you know, there's other good guys in the league. That's her point. Now, if it's relevant or not, you know, to what Antoine's trying to say, you know, either here or there.
Super Bowl champion got to do with the price of potatoes in China.
I
What
can
do
say
they got to
whatever
do
I
with
want,
anything?
and
Go ahead and sub to
Anton,
these
can a
guys.
man change a woman's mindset over time? Can she be saved? Is it a possibility that... I think this question is important, right? Because we have a lot of women that they just have ways about them. They just had these ways about them, and
Preach.
no matter how they appear to the public, the men that they involve themselves with, they know. They typically hit on the first night. No matter what stuff they talking about on the phone, when they get in their presence, they typically hit the first night. That should be a clear sign right there.
Hey,
Should be a clear sign. I don't know. Anton, what are your thoughts about it?
that's the elephant in the room. That's what I think.
I think when a woman show you who she is, believe her, especially as she ages. Listen, if you get her younger, you don't have to change her. You mold her into what it is that you want her to be, right? Women that marry younger, often at times, it's almost like they don't even know what they don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like if you get a woman that's younger, for example, and you're her only sexual partner, the only thing she knows is what you teach her or what she experienced from you, right? As a woman gets old,
And we always talk about percentages. You know, this is when I'm agreeing. It's natural, all right? You know, if this is the only person you've been with, that's all you're gonna know. But, you know, for her to bring up a football player and he's a nice guy, and you to kind of shun it off like it's so a small amount, then I mean, what's the amount of, you know, you're gonna find a girl young, you're gonna be the only sex partner, like that's almost second to none. That's second to never. You know what I'm saying? It's just Dr. Hood, bro.
And she's been around the block for an extended period of time. You can't put that genie back in the bottle. You're literally taking whatever it is that's left and you're trying to make beef stew out of it, right? You're trying to make gumbo out of.
And then I'm going to clear it up, because a lot of you females, Antoine has a very colorful way of explaining things. I don't even think he means any harm. It's just kind of funny. You need, when you're making hundreds of videos and having panels, and you got to make it interesting. So I think he does a very good job of explaining, different things. And if it gets a little colorful and hit you a little low, you might think he's trying to make fun of the situation or whatever. I think it's just all out of, these guys got to make hundreds of videos. Everybody expects everybody to be perfect.
Hodgepodge of a bunch of different stuff that a bunch of other people has already been a part of. There's nothing sacred about her. There's nothing different about her. There's nothing unique about her. And then we try to substitute it with, oh, but she's nice, or she has a career, or she has a good personality, or she's willing to change, or all of this other type of stuff, right? But the reality is that I got this saying where it says that one man's trash is another man's treasure, right? That's what the industry says. My saying is that the man that was digging in the trash is the person that came up with that quote.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody else's trash.
And he's right. Don't nobody, another man's trash is another man's treasure, but I don't be going in the garbage can looking for shit. You know what I'm saying? So if he pulls it out the garbage can, good for him. And a woman will get offended by this terminology and be like, oh, well, just because I got a baby's dad over here, or just because I got a kid, or just because I've, got more sex partners than you can count on both hands, that he's calling you trash. And that's just the lens that he's looking through. I think he explained that, he's probably 40 years old, been married probably 20 years. So for a guy that's been married that long, unless you just been cheating every single day, like, how much experience is that for a man? We all 30s, 40s. So, if you was just 20 years old and you got married and you've been married ever since, it's great. But how much real-time experience is that?
The man that was digging in the trash came up with the quote that said, one man's trash is another man's treasure, because all I want is treasure.
But this is
Don't
facts.
Nobody want nobody else's trash. I'm not interested in it whatsoever. So my point becomes, they don't want to be saved, bro.
Well, somebody on that mindset, a guy that's living and walking the road that he's walking, that's the way he's gonna see it. And I think that's why they got multiple men and women on this particular platform, so that they can have different views. Everybody's got different views. The cut and dry, AntoineDaniels.com, that's what he wants. He wants a female with low to no mileage, and that's the way he's rocking. And there's other men that are that way. They might play around, they might come over to play, but they're not making you, they're not pouring it all into you, I should say.
You were an opportunity. You were a come up. You were the evolution of what it was that she thought that she was. And you cannot change her into being something different than what she is. And that's one of the reasons why I say all the time that you have to come into a situation whole. I'm not here to fix you. I'm not here to change you. I'm not here to make you something that you aren't. I'm not about to run you through and put spots on you and try to change the pattern of whatever it is, the coat that you got on. You either a leopard, you a zebra, you whatever you are. And when we run you through that car wash, ultimately it's gonna rinse away all of that facade and it's gonna be whatever it is. So my thing becomes, I do not believe that you can change somebody into being.
Hey, this show is funny. All right, look at the upper left hand corner. You see the KA show. Okay, that's K. So she's very intelligent. Like, you can tell she's a very intelligent, confident lady. Don't really know how old, I would guess in her 30s. But her and Antoine Daniels, they always kind of go at it. She likes to ruffle feathers. Respectfully though. She's not like this belligerent, type of chick, but she likes to ruffle feathers, and you could see her facial expressions when some stuff's about to crack off. I just seen her. This show's funny, man.
Different. They automatic. If they're older, they have to come whole. If they're younger, you can mold them into what it is that you want them to be. But ultimately, they are who they are.
Anton,
they are who they are.
Anton, do you think, like with the Megan Good situation, that her husband, soon to be ex or whatever, kind of put those things to the side because he maybe had fun with her or found her attractive or whatever? Like, do you think he sacrificed that? Or do you think he just didn't know what you just said?
I don't know why they got divorced.
I think they said that it was, amicable, and they both kind of just decided.
They came out with the same speech everybody else.
That's industry speech.
Yeah, that's industry speech. Okay, let's
know what really happened.
Let's say Anton.
Okay, they didn't have sex till marriage either. They didn't have sex till I don't know what fun are you talking about.
There's other fun you can have with a person. But Anton,
shout out to the K and the Q community.
No, I just meant. But Anton, so let's say they're not getting divorced. If you knew him and you knew his, being very religious and all these things, like, what would you tell him if he was like, look, I'm about to, marry this girl? Like, what kind of advice?
What you mean? What would I tell him? If he said that he wanted to marry Megan Good?
Yeah. And
I don't know what the piss he's seen in her.
Huh?
I don't know what he's seen in her. What did he see in her?
See, the thing about it is this, Megan Good is no better or no worse than the chicks that's on Instagram, YouTube, all of this. And just because she has high profile baggage, it's all baggage. We get these chicks, they move to a whole nother state. Like, they body count get thick in Seattle, where I'm from. There's hundreds of females that their body count was super high in Seattle. They just moved to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? They just moved to LA. The body count, they're not really, because the guys ain't gonna give them what they think that they're worth. So that's what they're gonna go to another state. So my thing is, Megan Good, the relationships that she's had, just because they were high profile, I don't think that's any better or worse. It's mileage is mileage. That's in my opinion.
Thought she was putting up. Maybe that's what, because I Googled her, right? And I saw her dating history. She dated a guy that cheated on her in the NFL. She dated Soulja Boy, hypothetically. So
not Soulja.
That she was changed.
Not Big Draco.
Maybe she put up a facade. Yeah.
Did she sleep with Big Draco? I'm not taking.
I don't know. I just looked up before.
All of this is alleged. Let's be clear.
Under no circumstances am I taking Big Draco's leftovers. Under no circumstances. No.
I don't remember her ever confirming.
I think we should just go with people she confirmed to date because we can't go with like she's
did
a
she
celebrity.
confirm
She
Who she
confirmed.
confirmed to
She
date?
confirmed that she dated him.
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I've never
I said I
seen
didn't know in the
her
first place.
saying that. So because she's a celebrity, tabloids write things.
Okay,
Let's just talk
so
about
then
the
who
people
has she dated
she
that you know?
publicly claimed and publicly dated. That's the only people we can say because they can write anything on a blog.
Okay, who she's
Okay, so correct.
You're right, but who?
Oh, I don't know. I thought you said you had the.
You
were
said
looking
that
at
you
the
didn't see
link.
it. So we asking like, what did you see?
Well, as far as I know, she dated people in the league. Majority of the people she's dated have been like.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
see.
just as bad.
Right, but I thought.
Man, how is that just as bad? How is that just as bad? You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I get it. If you're a celebrity and you could smash as many dudes as you want as long as you keep it so that nobody can just Google it. You know what I'm saying? And we can't just Google it right now. It's not valid. You've been just this wholesome girl, you know. Nah. We're not letting you slip away that easy.
I thought there were good guys in the league.
In what league?
In what league?
In any of the leagues.
In the NBA and the NFL?
No, because we were on the show the other day and we were talking about
Like you taking up for
Sierra's
Kayla?
man. Were we not? And I said, you guys are saying, oh, Russell changed all this to accept Sierra. I said, who said that Russell's a football player? Who said Russell was this upstanding guy and all of this? And then Rilla came on and said,
Russell Wilson's a straight simp, you know. I mean, come on, man. They don't even play Future's music in the practice facility, you know, at the Seahawks practice facility. You know, that's how insecure of a rich man that he is.
Kayla, just because you don't know, don't mean we don't know. We knew Russell. Russell was a good guy before.
But no, we gave Russell credit for taking care of another man's kids. We gave Russell credit for taking care of another man's kids.
No.
That ain't got nothing to do with this.
You know, and you don't get credit for taking care of another man's kids either. You know, you just don't. You know, if that's extra credit, if that's something that you want to do, you know, because you don't get credit or discredit it when you don't. So you shouldn't get credit for it if you do. Okay, that's just something that you do. And you don't talk about it. It's not this big issue, you know. But people want to give kudos, and it happens all the time. People do it all the time. I'm not going to tell my son to do it. I'm going to tell him if it's a female, he loves her. And I'm not going to be like, yeah, son, you know, it doesn't matter what her body count is, you know. Because we got to think about this. Because I think a lot of people, when they talking, they don't understand. Like, is this the same advice that you'll give your kids? I'm not going to encourage my son to seek out women with the highest body counts. And if he does have some type of relations or entanglements or whatever with a female like that, or something that I feel is high risk, I'm going to give him the tools that he needs and the information that he needs to know what to expect and to be able to deal with that situation. Just like going to jail. You know, it's not the best situation, but you still got to deal with it. Okay?
Hello. Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
What I'm speaking on is what we talked about on our show on Monday about Russell being
I have the list,
such
y'all.
a great
I have the list
guy.
already.
Rilla is not here to defend himself. I'm not Rilla.
I have the list. I got the list.
People she dated.
I got the list. I got the list.
I don't care.
No, but the thing is, because Russell.
I got the list.
Just because Russell's in the NFL, he did the NFL doesn't mean every guy in the NFL is good.
So that's what I'm saying.
In the public eye, Russell has been with one other woman, and that was his ex-wife.
Right, but we don't know. But that doesn't mean we know his character. We know what kind of guy he is. He could have been cheating on her.
What do that got to do with her dating a bunch of dudes in the NFL?
Yeah.
Okay, the point that I was making is that, just like you said, Q, just because Russell's in the league doesn't mean he's trash. So when I say she was dating athletes and Anton goes, well, that says it, that you're trying to say that all the dudes in the league
right, hold on,
are trash. And
let me ask her a
Russell's a good
question.
guy, then there clearly are other good guys in the league.
All right, cool. So let
all
me.
of them just F boys?
Okay, so let me.
I mean, it just said
Let me hold on, Q. Let me ask you a
How do
question.
you know, Kayla?
Let me ask you a question, Kayla.
A lot of them
So,
are, but there are
you
good
are-
ones too.
You dated former guys.
Men are men, no matter if they're in the league, if they're not in the league. You know, I think when you take away that celebrity status, you know, you pull all of that stuff away, strip it all away, and then that's how you can tell the character of somebody. You know, there's fuck boys in the league. There's fuck boys that's not in the league. There's the fuck boys that hang with the guys in the league. You know, I know plenty of guys in the league. They're not fuck boys. They go to sleep after they go eat after practice and workouts, and you know they sleeping a lot of the time, and therapy, you know, massages, and you know all kind of different things that you can do if you're in the league besides being a fuck boy. But I would imagine there's plenty of them, but it's no more or no less than fuck boys in college, fuck boys in high school, fuck boys, you know, they're everywhere, okay? So let's get off of that, you know, this league and this celebrity status. I know everybody wants to be famous, you know, but, you know, it's just the same amount of douchebags everywhere, man.
In the league, correct? Admittedly. Is that not what you said on a previous show? It's the only way I would know about it.
You are such a prosecutor.
Just go to your point. You've been
I'm
trying
asking
to
you
all
a
night.
question because I'm trying to confirm what it is that you said.
I just want you to make your.
She called him a prosecutor.
You're not doing any
I'm not making a point. I'm asking you a question.
I'm not answering it. So move on with your point. I just said that.
Ooh, spicy.
Were they good men? Were they honest
It's
and loyal?
not. I do know a couple, but majority of them are
Anton, I see you learning the ways of.
Are the men
there are some.
Are the league representatives that you dated from whatever league that you dated from, were they good guys or did they sleep around?
She's pleading the fifth.
Oh, I thought she said ask my question.
I said what I said.
So you're the prosecution.
He's trying to say other things. He's trying to keep going.
From Lauren.
You got what I'm saying is you got more experience than all of us. I've never dated a guy in the league. Have you, JR? Have you, Kay? Have you, Kim?
Said,
you the only one that got experience with dating men in the league.
If Russell
you
is a good guy,
your expert opinion.
Then there has to be other good guys. We don't need to use me. Russell is an actual NFL player we all know and identify with, and it's all public knowledge.
Now,
and
I don't know him
like Willa
personally.
said, prior to Sierra, he was
people
such
that you
upset.
dated.
Yeah, man, listen. They wanna get, you know, putting commercials all in my mix. So, you know, this is Dr. Hood. And
asking your expertise
Then
because you have the most experience.
There are other men of upstanding value and moral character in the league. If Russell can't be one person out of hundreds of men, there have to be other men that are also upstanding men.
Well, she don't want to share her expertise with
I
us,
do know
so
one.
I guess we
My
can
friend
go
Kayla
there.
Bishop's.
No, you not. No. We don't want to know your homegirl's boyfriend. If you're not speaking on your own, we don't want to hear
Super Bowl
that.
champ.
We don't want to hear that. We don't care about that.
They
That's
are the
cool.
judge.
That's nice.
Anton, relevance. What?
This is not. This is
All
not.
right,
This is
none at all.
not. Yo,
None at all.
she don't. No. She don't want to talk about.
Making this point.
She don't want to talk about her own personal experience, but she want to share her homegirls. Well, my girlfriend.
Well, because that's public
dated
information.
a
She's
Super Bowl
public
champion.
figure.
What the fuck do him being a Super Bowl champion got to do with the conversation that we talking about right now? If this is not clout chasing at the highest level, and he's a Super Bowl champion, what the fuck does that got to do with anything?
And he is a good guy, which means there are other good guys in the league.
I don't think I've ever heard
being a Super Bowl champion got to do.
This one went kind of left, I think this was said Anton versus Kayla. Anton won this one. You guys win a lot. At the beginning, I thought you had a point, but the way it kind of cracked off, that's why you could take things out of context. It's a good convo, man. I'm glad y'all got your channel back up. Shout out to JR, Antoine Daniels, the whole panel, even the ladies too. You guys been holding it down just as much. You guys make the show that much better, that much better. So I'm gonna keep it rolling.
The price of potatoes in China.
I can say whatever I want, and I said that. So what now?
It has no relevance.
He's a good guy.
I can
have whatever 2 cents that I want, Anton. Stop
JR. And you know what the funniest part about it?
It's really weird.
She keeps saying her friends' names, and my friend Sarah H. Like, we know who the fuck she talking about. Like, nobody knows.
Yeah. Kayla's kind of frustrated. This is what it is, man. You get on these this is the big lights, man. You guys had, thousands of viewers on this piece right here, man. It was the big lights,
Cares about your friend's name, bro.
Google them then, since you're so familiar with Google. Amira can help you with the Google.
And my friend Sarah H dated a Super Bowl champion. Like, what the fuck?
No,
she don't want to answer the question, and then she want to jump all over the. Man, get that shit up out of here. Don't nobody want to hear that. Come on,
no,
man.
Because Anton,
if you don't want to answer the question, don't start throwing your homegirls and name dropping.
You need to learn to listen. You need to learn to listen.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to answer the question, but I'm going to.
I told you I wasn't answering the question. How many more times did you ask it?
I'm going to name drop.
More times.
Get out of here with that. Nobody want to hear all of that clout chasing name drop. That is the corniest junk ever, bro.
I don't care.
I really
don't.
I don't want to answer the question, but my friend
I don't want to answer
Sequoia X dated a Super Bowl champion from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like, what the fuck? We don't care.
So now what, Anton? Now that you don't get to know my business, what are we doing now?
We don't care about your business.
So why are you not answering this question about my personal business?
It's funny
because you've gone on 10 minutes trying to get my personal business. You're mad that I don't want to give it to you. And now you're mad I want to move on?
We don't care. We asking JR to move on. No. Okay, all right. No. Let's stay here. Let's stay here.
What?
Let's stay here.
No.
Okay. What the hell?
No, let's stay here. Let's stay here.
Please, no.
So, what relevance do you?
Hit it with the shoulders. Hit it with the shoulders.
Hughes' hand.
You said you don't care.
What relevance do these name drops have to do with anything?
You said you
but
didn't
she don't want to answer now.
You said you didn't.
She don't want to answer now. My brother, he played tennis with the Venus and Serena's ex-boyfriend's trainer. Like, we don't care.
You've been drinking that hateration, right? You bad. You big bad.
And my mother, she started a business, but now I'm running in the Victim Olympics because I wanted to be poor and relate to the people. Like, dog, don't nobody care about that, bro. Like, let's be relevant about the conversation.
That was a low blow. I remember that particular live stream.
Don't forget the captain.
And my girlfriend, and her name is Sarah H. And she was water waving for Pitbull on the stage, and I know that she was successful. Like, yo, we don't care nothing about that, yo.
Yeah, you always asking me personal questions about me.
Because you keep name dropping.
Always asking me.
Nobody would even know that you ever dated a league player if you never mentioned it. And then when we bring up that you dated a league player, you want to get butthurt about it. Now I'm a hater? What am I hating on? Why would I hate?
Care.
What I got to hate on?
I don't care.
JR.
What am I hating on? Tell me what I'm hating on. You ain't sipping that deep. Ain't even nothing else in that cup. It ain't nothing else in that cup. We can hear it. It's going.
I'll refill it for you.
Look, the cup is empty.
Again, you don't care again. My cup is so important enough to
The cup is empty. What are you sipping? You're not even sipping nothing.
I thought you didn't.
Anyway, y'all go ahead, like and subscribe to Lapeef Network. Go ahead and hit me with one. I gave the reaction, Dr. Hood reactions, hit the like and subscribe button. And we just gonna keep rolling. You dig? Peace.